everybody, my name is Akiley-Williams, and this is an unboxing video, and if this is what I think it is, it's my NaNoWriMo novel. The free version that I ordered from Fast Pencil. So, let's open it. I have a knife, don't worry, I'm not going to break it. Okay. Cut there, and we cut there, and we cut there. Yeah. Tape all over my hand. Okay, here. Okay, so it's not hardcover as I thought it would be. It's got a little sticker with the order form. So, first off, it looks great. Let me move the camera a little forward. Okay, so it looks really nice. It's got a blank cover because I didn't have a cover made. My name's on the bottom. My real name, Charlie Weaver. Title of the novel. The back looks nice. It's got the summary. I'll open it, and here's the first page, published by Fast Pencil Publishing. Copyright, first edition and everything. The table of contents, the acknowledgments, which says, I'd like to thank those who helped me write this novel, even though I did not personally know him. I would like to thank Matt Guyan for introducing me to NaNoWriMo. And Matt Guyan, as you may know, is BangGeek8408, who does books versus movies on YouTube. So, thanks to him for introducing me to NaNoWriMo, and I say introducing me because I watched his videos about NaNoWriMo, and it got me interested because I had an idea and I wanted to write it. So yeah, I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank the people at NaNoWriMo, including one of my municipal liaisons, Katie Jane. She's the one who worked at my region. She came to the library and I met her. I'd also like to thank I don't remember her real name, but she goes by Peg-Leg Kitty. She's one of the librarians here in Marion. And a special thanks also to all writers, whether published or not. The world needs more people like you. Sorry if that sounds cheesy. And so I'm just gonna skim through, and it really kind of bugs me that there's this blank page between chapters, but I mean, it could probably be a little bit shorter. So we're just gonna kind of skip through, and it looks nice. At the end, I have this nice little thing that says, "From the desk of Felicia Sinclair." It's a letter to the reader. I'm not going to read it out loud because I don't want to spoil anything. Some character bios. So those are in the back. A small little glossary that I made up. And the back where I can sign it. So yeah, it looks really good. It's marked as fiction. It's even got its own little barcode, which is great. The only qualm I have is that this is the raw version. I called it the first edition, and it really should be considered edition 0. It's raw, unedited, but just being able to hold this in my hand it's phenomenal. I feel so accomplished being able to hold my book in my hand. And now, since I do have this physical version, I can have people read it. I can sign it and hand it to a friend and be like, "Do you want to read this?" And that makes me feel amazing. I want to get a cover on it. So if anybody out there wants to help me get a cover to this, you'll be put in the amended acknowledgement section. Anybody who edits or provides artwork can be put in the amended acknowledgement section, and I'm just excited to hold this in my hand because it's published. It's physically here. I can flip through the pages, and that just blows my mind. I don't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say. I'm that excited to have this right here. Yeah. I really don't know what else to say. I could take right now and sign it. I'm like really tempted to do that, like full-fledged signing it. Because the next edition will look different. I will have a cover on it. But you know what? A blank cover kind of works for a story like this. Because, well, I'll read the summary to you guys, because I know you can find it elsewhere, like on the NaNoWriMo website under Akiley-Williams, and I wrote it on Nano. I used my name on Nano is Akiley-Williams, a pen name that I've come up with for a while now. And wow, I'm sorry, I'm in awe about the fact that I'm holding my book in my hand. Yeah, it's not hardcover, which, I mean, it's not a big deal that it's not. It's just I kind of thought it would be. Just for some reason, the fact that a hard copy, for some reason, had the connotation of being hardcover. And, I mean, it's a soft cover, which is no big deal. I like soft covers a little bit more because they're a lot more flexible. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you what my story's about, and then I will point you to some more resources. So, wouldn't you love to experience your favorite stories firsthand? Feel what the characters feel, and actually be part of the story? The library allows its patrons to do just that. But what if one day you're trapped within a hub containing every character you've ever loved, ever feared, and ever hated? With heroes and villains. That's exactly what happened to the library's patrons when the librarian decided to change the stories. Now, it's up to Felicia Sinclair, a storyteller who escaped, and Bastian Kenway, a mysterious storyteller who sacrificed many of his own characters to escape, to free the other patrons and stop the librarian. There are, however, two major problems. First, Felicia cannot remember anything prior to waking in Stormhaven General Hospital. And the second, Bastian doesn't want to remember or even think about the library. So, yeah. Okay, so a couple answers for people out there. Number one, this was written during NaNoWriMo. And NaNoWriMo, for those who don't know, is the National Novel Writing Month. And the goal is to write 50,000 words. This novel is a little more than 50,000 words. The first chapter or so was written prior to NaNoWriMo. And to get most of my length, I did end up writing character bios and a glossary and the From the Desk of Felicia Sinclair. So those were added. So NaNoWriMo doesn't mean you have to write an actual novel. You just have to write. I had an idea, and I made it happen. Moving on. How did I get the physical version? Was it a NaNoWriMo thing? Well, sort of. For those who win, that is, they reach the 50,000 word goal, they get a whole bunch of goodies. I have a list. I wrote a list of all the goodies. Some of the goodies include Scrivener, a writing tool, kind of like Word, but it's got a lot more. You can put more detail and move parts of a story. You can write chapters and move them. It's a lot easier than trying to write it on Word. It also has goals, so you can make a word count goal and meet that. The offer for that was half off, and the offer for it ends in May. Fast Pencil, a free printed book, which is what we have here. It was printed for free. It would cost me much more than it did to actually have it printed. I also got free private publishing. I'm not sure if I have to order more, if that counts, or if it was just a one-time thing. But it was really worth it to just get this version. If I do end up doing a private publishing it again, and I probably will, I don't know. I just want to have it physically as a, a reminder that I can do this. But if I do, it will be on a pre-order basis, and I will put it somewhere for people to do something. That's not right now. Pronoun is another publishing. A lot of these are to help people publish books. Pronoun, there was a BiblioCrunch book set that you could get. Scribophile, it was 30% off premium. I didn't really care about that. Free books from Kobo, 10 of them. Upliterate, which gave you a code for 1 year for free premium. And I don't know if I will do... I'm hoping I can do Nano again this year in November. But I don't know if it will be as hardcore as pushing to get this one done. It might just be more for fun than actually trying to do it. This was for fun, but having it printed means so much. It's a really good story. I really like the way I wrote it. I mean, it might not flow well, and that's what I need an editor for. So, any editors out there, help, please. Just keep in mind that I don't have an I don't have money. A lot, anyway. So, I mean, but I really I want to thank, like I said, the acknowledgement sections, thanking everybody who did anything. Writers, keep writing. Creative people, the world needs more creative people. It's just as simple as that. So, I really don't have much else to say. Just that I was really excited to open this and document it. And here's the box. It's one of those weird folding in boxes for books that just goes like that. And there's this order box packing. I'm guessing it's a return label on the chance that I don't like what I see. But anyway, if anybody's interested in doing a cover, even if it's just for fun, email it to me. charlie.j.weaver@gmail.com. Anybody who has any fan art, yeah, send it here. If you want to do cover for me, link to my Nano profile, and I will link somehow to this part so you guys can read it. There's also an excerpt. It didn't make it in here. I don't see. I guess it's for more hardcover versions. But the written word should be a portal to romance, adventure, and history itself. But this library is so much more. The spark of love, the thrill of the hunt, and the pleasure of knowing how it will all come to be is a first-hand experience and the goal of the library. It has been said that with every choice we make, a parallel world is born. So should the same not hold true with the stories we tell and novels we write? Though an author brings a piece of work to life, he or she does not dictate the final say in the world. The events of that world can change if someone has enough power to make it happen. It is not some superpower or magic, but rather the sheer creative power humanity possesses. Some of these people, called storytellers, are capable of altering the world an author creates. Most of these people simply incorporate themselves into the world, but others are capable of much greater changes, even altering the story's outcome in such a way that all versions are changed as a result. Think, if you will, of time travel, and how changing the past alters the future. Every so often, though, I found a typo. A storyteller is able to transcend the written word and affect more than just books. These people are able to bring life to their creative thoughts, changing our world directly. Some people have done horrible things with this gift, but others have done miraculous things bordering on magic. It is the belief of this author that the man known as the librarian is attempting to search out these people. What he has planned for them is unclear at this moment, but I wish the storytellers luck. Okay, so I already found a typo. Like I said, I did not edit this. It's just the raw version. Editing it would have taken so much time. And I was honestly trying to find somebody who would help me edit this for a nominal fee, as in for free, like a pro bono thing. Like I said, anybody who directly helped me would be put in the acknowledgments. I'd acknowledge them directly, and I know it's not much. You get in the credit, and I know how that is as a designer. And yes, the irony of me being a designer and not coming up with a cover for my book is not lost on me. It's just that making a cover takes both time and program and effort that I did not have. I did not have the time to make my perfect cover. I had to send this out by the end of January. It's not a lot of time to get it edited and everything, and I was trying to get people to edit it. I asked my friends to help me edit this, but I got nowhere with that, so here we sit. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and like I said, if anybody wants to provide me a cover, also welcome. I can see it got bent right back here, but I'm just taking that as that may have been me when I pulled it out of the box. Soft covers tend to do that, but I just want to let everybody know that I'm appreciative of any work that you want to provide me. I will link you to my email address. You can message me on Facebook, Charlie Joe Weaver. I'm certain I'm still the only one in existence. I'm not kidding. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Or on Twitter, I have messaging open on Twitter at Akiley-Williams. Send me a note on DeviantArt, also Akiley-Williams. Or I'm also on LinkedIn, my real name, Charlie Joe Weaver. The reason I use a pen name online is just because I got used to using a pen name when I was younger, because I didn't want my real name out there for people to steal. But for professional work, it's Charlie. I had the DeviantArt account created before I decided to use that for portfolio stuff. My portfolio is on DeviantArt, by the way. There's a link on Twitter and Facebook to my portfolio. I think I've covered it. Oh, I'm also on Goodreads. Oh, not as an author, but so if you want to send me a message there. Like I said, I published this through Fast Pencil, so I'm on Fast Pencil as well, Charlie Weaver, again. So if you want to find me and ask to be an editor, great! Yay! So, with that said, I want to thank you all for watching, and see you next time.